Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were doing a little bit of work with the Disenchanter, as well as just kind of doing whatever we could find. I believe... What did we end up doing? I actually don't remember. Alright, we set up the farming station with all the seeds, and that is still running and doing its thing. Not much to say about that. But I probably should. Let's go ahead and sleep. Get rid of this rain. I probably should do something about speeding that up so that the ender chest doesn't get full up. I have, by the way, gone ahead and made some more storage disks. Wrong one. And I think it's still making one more. They take a while to make, to be perfectly honest. But let's come down here and see what is going on with this. Okay, so that's extracting as fast as it can. But I think the interface, the interface is slow, so we need some speed upgrades. So let's go ahead and get that. And I have 4. Okay, cool. So theoretically, if I put these in here, it goes faster. I don't know if there's any other types of upgrades for these or not. Fortune, Silk Touch, Interdimensional, Stack. Stack upgrades would probably move stacks at a time. You know what? That might not be bad to do. So let's make a few more speed upgrades, just so that we have them. And let's make like 10. Should not be a problem. And we're going to go ahead and make a stack upgrade. And I'm going to put that in there. So between episodes, I've been busy, and we're actually going to be doing some odd stuff today. Not exactly what you might expect. We've been working on trying to automate the rainbow generator, and I'm not quite ready to do that. There's a lot of work left to do, and I will be honest, I just don't feel like doing it. We need to hook up all of these drawers to their respective things and get all that kind of stuff done. I'm still making a ton of toast, and yeah, we gotta bring the output chest all the way over here. We could use a ender chest, and I think that might actually be what I do. That might be simpler. But what we're going to do instead... What is my frames? Let's turn that off. That'll make frames go much higher. Cool. VSync sometimes is good, sometimes not. Anyways, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a couple of odds and ends and try to get closer to completing a couple other things. One thing to note is this is done. We have block of diamonds for the material absorber, 100%. So what we can do with that now is presumably make a diamond block thing. So we need a 5, the 3, we have that. We need the material, and we also need a 3 circuit plus the material absorber. So we just need the rarity circuit as well as... Oh, nope, there's the material. So yeah, all we need is the rarity circuit, which is a 5, which I don't... We have plenty of. Okay. So with that, there is a material dimlet. And I'm going to put that in... honestly... I'm going to put that in here. And we'll make a diamond dimlet at some point. Because we need to build the rest of the reactor. And it's pretty large. So what we're going to do today... I think the first thing... I need to finish working on that. There's so many little things that I need to clean up around here. I just haven't bothered doing. But one thing we're going to do is we're going to make more cobblestone generators. We're going to make a few more. We're going to actually teach the system how to make those. Why is frame rate? This has been open for a while, so I'm betting that Yeah, my memory is not the best. Let's put the VSync back on. You know what? Let's bring that down a little bit. That should help. I just want it to be stable. That's the big thing. Do we have speed upgrades? Yes. Let's take 3 of those and include them down here. So what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and teach the system how to make cobblestone generators. And we're going to make a bunch of them. So don't need that anymore, but we're going to need this. So cobblestone generators. And don't need the upgrade thing. That was something I was looking into for something else, which is another thing that we're going to be working on today. But I teach the system how to do that. Do we have any other? No, we don't. Okay, so we'll have to use water buckets. That's fine. But we'll teach that. And then we can just teach it how to upgrade it all the way to tier 5. And then we're going to make like, oh, I don't know, 4 maybe? 4 should be good. And let's see. I never know which ones are empty. That is one of the biggest things I have against refined storage. At least this version of the mod, there's not a really good way to like figure out what like how where stuff is and all that kind of stuff in your system. So if you need to change a recipe or something, it's really annoying. Let's make 6. So that will go off and do its thing. Let's get item conduits. I need to get more item conduits. Let's make like 2 stacks of those. And speed upgrades. Let's go ahead and get a stack of those as well. That will be a little bit of time to make, but it'll be fine. So we should have, by now, the cobblestone generators. We do. And so what we're going to do is pop down here. And I want to see a couple things. So first of all, these do have all the speed upgrades. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're just going to place these. Like so. And I guess we'll put 2 more here. And then with 2 item conduits, we can get all that taken care of. Now these will produce a lot of cobblestone. But we need to have speed upgrades because the conduits will not actually transfer them fast enough by themselves. So let's get like 3 stacks of that. That is a lot of materials, but we have plenty. It's fine. Chickens mainly are doing great. So always active. Always active. Fill that up with all the speed conduits. Always active. Always active. And then we can get this one halfway. And now we should be getting a lot of cobblestone. That's the idea anyways. So the more cobblestone we can get, the better off we'll be. And yeah, we have plenty more of these. And then this will allow us to basically get the octuple compressed cobblestone hopefully a little bit sooner. And I think it's this one. Yeah. So yeah, this is, I mean, we're getting compressed cobblestone. We're getting double compressed cobblestone basically every second, which is 81. Now these produce 1 cobblestone every tick. So I don't know if we actually need the speed upgrades or not. Probably not, but it doesn't really matter. We can have them. Doesn't hurt. And that will go really quick. So, that's that. That's the first thing I want to do. Something else I need to do is go collect. We have a bunch of wheat. I started growing wheat. And something I did, because to be honest, we needed to. I added 2 more reservoirs up here and kind of split off where, like what each reservoir filled. We could probably have done, so this row is only attached to 1. This entire center section is attached to 1. And I think this one as well. Yeah, so the center one has a lot. We might want to break it up a little bit more, have it be like this whole section being on this guy. In fact, let's do that. So all we need to do is break that and that and that, to be honest. I am going to need a wrench, which is unfortunate, but extract always active, because I don't have a wrench on me. Oh well, we can put the wheat back, but this is just so that we can actually collect all the stuff. We should have the 64K, and yeah, the wrenches are in there, but I think I have one in here. Alright, so yeah, this is just so that everything kind of works. And there we go. Cool. So I am still having a lot of problems with like lag spikes. That is not good. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I might have to cut things off briefly so I can fix that. Just restart basically. But yeah, so now the second one, so from the gold all the way over is on that one. The lapis all the way around to the nickel is on that one, and then the rest of it is on that one. So that should be fine. That should be good, and should not run out of water, because that's what was happening, is I was actually running out of water. Now, the last thing that I worked on between episodes was figuring out the enchanting thing. The disenchanting thing, I should say. So we have this. And I actually have a duplicate of what is in here. And it should be automatic. So what we did last time was basically this panel. So this is a logical Boolean variable, I guess. And this is all the variable cards we have in here. I will get to those. The ones up here is what we did last time, which what it does, just as a refresher, is it looks in this airspace for two entities. It looks for a book that is unenchanted, as well as anything that is enchanted. And then if both of those are sitting there, and then we have two entity readers because one is looking for the first item being the book. The second one is looking for the first item to fall there being the enchanted item, because that actually does matter. At least this is the simplest way I could get to work consistently. So for example, because I don't believe we have anything in here, if we throw, yeah, you can just keep all these. If we throw that and that in there, that will read true. And it doesn't matter which order we throw it in. Pants alone won't do anything. Book thin pants. So that works. Now something I didn't consider was this guy. I forgot about that part. Okay, well, that's fine. What I have figured out is what this does is actually looks to see what's in each of these inventories. So we have on the back of these inventory readers, and what they do is they read the inventories. There's a bunch of different options, and what I have is whether or not the inventory is empty. I have inventory empty for both of these parts. So this one is, I think, 11, and that one's 12. So you can see the ID numbers under part ID. So we have a Boolean, a true false, to see if the inventory is empty. If the inventory is empty, we actually have a not statement for both of those. So basically what we're doing is if the inventory is not empty, because the other options for this is inventory full. Oh, I guess there is an inventory not empty. Oh wow, I'm not going to change it. So we then have that, and then we have for this two things. We have a variable card that is not this variable card. So basically we're looking to see if there are two items here, then this variable card says true, and this one says false. If there are no items there, if this one says false, that one will say true, which basically says if there is no items here, we want items to drop down. I still need to figure out how to get the vacuum chest to work. That is something I'm gonna have to work on. But then I have a logical and that says if both the inventories are full, or not empty, which I really regret not seeing that. I might change that. It works though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. So I have this one look to see that both of these are not empty, and then what this variable card and that variable card are is if these are not empty and this does not have both the book and the enchanted item. So if that all is true, then we're going to put those in here to extract items. Now just to show off, so if we put a book in here, it still says false, and if we put a pair of pants in there, it says true. But if we have 2 items there, it goes back to false until we take those items back. So it works exactly how I want it to. The only thing we'll need to do now is, this is deactivation mode. We already have the item conduit speed downgrade, so it should be a little bit better. And what we can do now is presumably put those in there, and we'll go ahead and put this one in here. And now if I put, let's take like 3 items, 4 items, 4 books in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's too fast. That is a problem. So I'm gonna have to kind of work out the kinks in this, and I need to figure out what to do about this. But the general idea is almost there. We did get 2 fire protection, so that's cool. I don't know. Oh wait, no, the fire protection were there before. So unfortunately this only works if there's 1 of each item, so we'll have to figure something out with that. But that'll be something I'll kind of work on again between episodes. So there's a little bit of things I need to do. I hadn't actually tested it. I just kind of theory crafted it and it worked, so that was good enough. But now I just need to have a delay on this. Something else I could do is, I don't know. Unfortunately, these are just not good at, this drops too much. What I could do is put a redstone signal on this, have it on pulse, and have the items drop if there are 2 items in there or something like that. So I'll have to figure that out. Anyways, for the rest of the episode today, what we're going to be doing is working on the quest book a little bit. And one of the big things we need to do, so I've been looking through this, and we're actually getting close to being done. Big things we need to do. So we need the octuple compressed cobblestone. That is just going to take time. If we pop down here and take a look, we have 2 sextuples plus 2 septuples, so we need a lot more. What, like 49 more sextuple? So not too bad, but gonna take a little bit of time. Honestly, it's gonna come once we get stuff done. Diamond blocks to cool a max size reactor. We do need to start making the reactor stuff. We need approximately 7,000 casings. Reactor casings, so 75,000 or 100, I guess. Circular dependency. I'm not entirely sure. Loop in progress. What? I don't know what that is referring to. I'll have to look into that. but it's going to require a lot of things. Where is all of that stuff? This is what I don't like. So we have 4 graphite. Do we have graphite taught to the system? We already have a bunch of graphite. So what is the problem with that? Maybe there's too much. So can we make just a stack? Yeah. Can I make 1,000? Yeah. Can I make 5,000? No. Okay, so I think that's what it is. It just requires too many items to be able to make. But I need to start making all that and just making sure I have enough materials to do that. Shouldn't be too much of a problem, but we need to work on that. Produce 1 billion RF per tick. That's difficult. Rainbow generator, we're working on that. Quantum storage unit. I don't know how much these things hold, but we do have 300,000 eggs. We might have to fill it out with something else. I don't know what, to be honest, because there is a lot of things that we could fill it up with, but I don't know what's going to be the easiest. Use the absorber to create a custom liquid or block dimension. Okay, so we can do that. Let's actually do that right now. So we have material diamond. We're going to want some other dimlets. So if this is the problem, is how do we get other dimlets easily? This is destroying a bunch of dimlets. What do we have? I don't think this one has anything good, but I don't remember which one's which. Let's put that one back in there. Let's put this back, and that is what, dimlet 6, but it's ID 8. Let's go ahead and do that. There was a warning. Home. Okay. Hopefully nothing's bad. But I don't think dimlet 6 was anything. I don't think this was a good dimlet. The problem that we're running into is most of them are just empty, which is not necessarily a good thing. So that is one that I think is worthless to us. So what we can do is just extract it. It just has a number. Alright, we're not going to worry about that. Now, what about this one? This is random 1. I feel like we have dimlets elsewhere, but I'm not entirely sure. So, yeah, we just kind of need to make a world that has diamonds in it. And this one is also completely empty. You just kind of have to get lucky with getting the... we need to get lucky to find a world that has actual ground. And then we can go from there. So let's go ahead and break this one down. And then what we can do, so let's see, let's take a look at dimlets. We can make dimlet features. The only one that's craftable is none. So we need some sort of features. We do have the draconium ore dimlet, which has a dimlet type. But if we want to make anything that is a feature, so for example, I don't know, tendrils. I like tendrils. We need to have an absorber for that. That should be okay. I don't know what the draconium ore one has. We could always just use that. So let's put that in. We want to go draconium ore. I think we have it on our dislocator, but not entirely sure. So yeah, this one has tendrils of draconium ore. Hold up. We made this. I remember making this. So this is already taken care of. We've used an absorber to create a custom liquid or block dimension. Yes. We still need to make a dimension of rarity 4 or higher consisting of large liquid orbs. So we need a 4 or higher liquid. Build a dimension, travel to it, stay at least 10 minutes, and infuse machine infuser. So those are things that we can worry about later. But something I do want to do a little bit today is, and I might do this off camera, I'm going to go get a bunch of dragon hearts from our dragon dimension. Now that is annoying, I know, but kind of important. So I might want to, and this is something I might do between episodes. What is it like to get a feature absorber? What does this require? Machine frame and some emeralds and wool and diamonds. That's easy. So we just need a machine frame, which is also really easy to make. And there we go. We have a feature absorber. So we just put this in the Draconium world, and honestly, I'll probably set for about 10 minutes. I might set a timer just to make sure that I'm actually in there for 10 minutes. But we'll get that done, and then we can make the diamond world. I might also work on getting other random worlds. That might be good. But the other thing we need to do is we need to do draconic evolution things. So I'm just going to put that in there. We need to do draconic evolution things, and one of the big things we need to do is get the Draconic Staff of Power, because that's going to enable us to get the melee weapon that does 90 or more damage. And that's really easy with the Draconic Staff of Power. It's really powerful. Has 60 base attack damage. We can put sharpness on it and Reaper and all that, and then we can also, you know, upgrade it. That's why I had the upgrades on. We can upgrade it to probably even Wyvern tier would be enough. So that is something we need to do. But in order to do that, we're going to need a bunch of Awakened Draconium, as well as a bunch of other things. So I will tell you guys what. I'm going to get some preparations done. What does this require? It does require Draconic with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Draconic things. We have 5. So I'm going to need to go kill some dragons. So I'm going to go do that and upgrade a couple more of these. And the plan is we're going to try to get the Staff of Power today, which I'm going to only use as a weapon. I'm not actually going to use it as a pick or anything like that. But I'm going to go get that prepared, and then we'll come back and do that. So be right back. Alright, so that took a little bit longer than I'd like to admit, and not for the reason you might think. So, I have a lot of stuff on me, and I've gone ahead and upgraded all the Draconic Fusion Crafting, all the crafting injectors, the Fusion Crafting injectors, to the Draconic tier. There we go, I got that out. I've also upgraded the power, so we have a wireless energy crystal down here powering all these guys, and it's just hooked up right through here. And power has been the main issues. I've had to wait for quite a while because just waiting for things to fill back up. But I went to the dragon dimension, and I spent about 10 minutes there, so we can click that off. And I got 7 dragon hearts. Dragons are really annoying to kill there because they all want to try to fly down to 0-0 because they think there's a portal there and there's not. And it's a little bit annoying, but I managed to kill 7 of them. I've turned 3 of the hearts into Awakened Draconium blocks, and I have quite a bit of that just kind of hanging around. But I need to do some stuff. Specifically, we need to make, for the Draconic Staff of Power, we're going to need 3 Awakened cores. And these aren't too bad. Just need 5 of those, 5 Nether Stars, and 5 Wyvern cores. Or no. 4 Wyvern cores? Is that what it is? Let's just go to any of them. It doesn't matter. There's 4 Wyvern cores and 5 of those. Right. So we need 5 and 4. There we go. I figured it out eventually. So let's go ahead and get these all hooked up. And this shouldn't be too bad to manually do. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. And then what we're going to do while we're waiting on that is make everything else that doesn't require fusion crafting. But this will make the 3 awakened cores. We'll come back and check on that in just a moment. But the other thing we need to do is, I'm going to put the dragon hearts away because we don't need those right now. But we need a draconic pickaxe, so we're going to need a wyvern pickaxe, and we're going to need 2 energy cores. So I taught the system how to make those. We're going to need 2 of these. It's missing 8. Let's give it a few. And that will craft up. Now for the actual draconic thing, we're going to need 5 more awaken. So that's all we'll have for now. But we need a draconic pickaxe, which requires a pickaxe of the wyvern. And so we're going to need a couple things. And we can just duplicate this. We're going to need 2 wyvern cores, which I went ahead and crafted up a bunch of withers and had them die. And then we're just going to need a diamond pickaxe and a diamond shovel. Because we need to get the wyvern tier shovel and the wyvern tier pickaxe. And then we'll upgrade those. I just made another pickaxe. Why did I do that? Oh well. We'll upgrade those, and that won't be a problem. So we should have one of the cores. And something we could, let's go ahead and do that, just so that will automatically go if there is all this stuff. Let's grab just a chest and a conduit, and we'll just hook that up. So one thing to note is eventually we will make all the draconic items, but for right now, something that we're going to kind of not worry about too much. Okay, I don't remember how to get those to start automatically. That might be something I'll look into. But all these are pretty straightforward. They're not that expensive either. The only thing that was really expensive, like upgrading to the Draconic Fusion Crafting injectors, was a little expensive, almost 2 million RF. But what's really expensive is making the Awakened Draconium. It's 350 million RF, which is a little ridiculous. So with this, we're gonna have, what do we need for the pick? 2 and 1 of each of those. Alright, so we're gonna just put these like so, and then we need 4 awaken, and I've already disenchanted the sword, so we're not gonna have to worry about that right now. And we'll just go ahead and put these on here. I wish I knew how to automate that. I'm sure it says in the book. So let's go get the book. And I want to look. Alright, so what do you say? It's going to lag because this thing is not the best made. This book, it's not supported anymore. But Fusion Crafting... setup is fairly simple. But yeah, so there is plenty of spaces valid for an injector. You can put them fairly far away. But supply power. It does not matter how many injectors you have, as long as you have enough for your recipe. You can mix and match injector tiers. So as long as you have you can use higher tiers for lower things, but I don't know if there is. I'm pretty sure there is a way to automate it, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. I do believe there is a way. I'll look into that on my own later. It's not super important right now, but we put that in there and start that up. So we have the Draconic Shovel. So that is something we can go ahead and mark off. So we've made the Draconic Sword. We now have the shovel. We're about to make the pickaxe. And then after that, we'll have the... there we go. We'll have the Staff of Power. Yeah, if we're not having that right now, we'll just take that and put that in there. Alright, so now we have the pickaxe. I'm going to mark that off because we technically have it. And now what goes... It's the pickaxe that goes in here. And then we have 1, 2... and then this is the fun part. We put that there. 1, 2... and 1, 2, and 3. And now that should be able to make the Staff of Power. Now the Staff of Power is a little bit more expensive, but not really. But the big thing about this guy is, obviously, we're going to have... we're only going to use this for attack. It's going to be basically our sword. It does work as a pickaxe. It's a very powerful pickaxe. It also works as a shovel. It's a very powerful shovel. I don't really care about either of those. But there is the Draconic Staff of Power. Now I'm going to immediately go into here. Dig AoE. Dig depth. AoE safe mode. When enabled, this tool will not break anything if it detects a tile entity. Yeah. So one thing to note is, like, if we want to break things, you just come out here. Apparently I have that off completely. Dig speed multiplier. So we're going to turn that to 1, so it does not break blocks. It also doesn't have power. So if we give it some power, this is something else we'll need to do at some point, is make sure that we get all of the power things. But if we just come down here and try to break something now, you can see it's really slow. But if we turn it back up to 100%, it breaks really fast. And I don't want that. So we're going to actually turn the dig speed all the way down because I don't want to use it. But the attack radius, we have attack. We'll have that on. That'll be fine. And dig depth is, you know, digging underground, basically. Digs deeper. But the thing is this is a 60 base attack damage weapon. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to enchant it. We're going to give it soulbound. And let's grab like 20 levels. Sharpness. And then Reaper. Because that's the best. And now we have 63 attack damage. Now, we have these attack damage keys. And if we look at this, we can upgrade it. We could go for the Draconic tier. That will take our... That should give us something that gives us all that we need. But I think... Oh man, now I have to remember. Remembering's hard. I believe we have to start from the basic. But I could be wrong on that. Let's see if it says. Upgrade system. Alright. Most upgrades have 4 tiers. You must have the previous tier apply before you can get to another tier. Alright. So what we're going to do is 2 golden apples, 2 diamonds, 2 eye vendors, and a draconic core. Okay. We're going to get a draconic core. We're going to get a wyvern core. And we're going to get both of these things. And we're just going to upgrade it to the, well, second tier. So we need 2 golden apples, 2 diamonds, 2 eyes of enders. Diamonds. Golden apples. Not those. So apple. Just the normal ones. And eyes of ender. 2 of those. And then for the second tier, we are going to need 2 nether stars, 2 draconic cores, 2 emeralds, and a wyvern core. So emerald, nether stars, which we have a few extra, then cores, the wyvern, and 2 of these. And so this should get us up to 90 attack, I believe, but we'll find out very soon. So I'm going to put that stuff away. Let's get all of that stuff up. And we're going to put that in there. Upgrade key. And get diamond, diamond, 2 draconic cores, because obviously we're going to be using both of them. And then golden apple, eye. And I think the upgrade key does not get consumed. So that is good. And then we'll go from there. So once this is done, yeah, the upgrade key stays. And now this is at 78 attack damage. We can put these in. And get the other 3. And it has to go back into the upper slot. So yeah, this should be everything we need. And then, yeah, that'll be that. I don't know if we'll need to make it to the next tier or not. If that is the case, we can handle that, but should be okay. So let's see, we have 93 attack damage. Now the really cool thing about this, and I think we're gonna actually go test this, is the other thing I want to do. Let's go ahead and get the upgrade key for AoE, and upgrade key for attack AoE. It is the same recipe. So 2 of these cores. We're gonna need 1 of these. Ooh, we're out of draconium. Yes, we are. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's quickly make some more. And we'll grab all the other stuff. So we're going to need eyes of enders. I don't know why I canceled that. I'll blame my mouse. So diamonds. And I believe just the cores. And then we'll need emeralds and nether stars. So all things considered, not too difficult. We just need to grab a couple stacks of draconium. Let's go ahead and make 128. And then we can just go cores. We're going to need 1 wyvern core and 3 draconic cores. Alright. So what this will do is give us upgrades for attack or radius, AoE attack. So we'll want these 3. 1, 2, 3. Our key, and those 2 cores, and I think that's everything. And then this will be pretty quick and easy. We'll set up the next one and go from there. So what this will do is, well, obviously, more area of effect. We do more damage and a bigger area of effect, and that way we can kill things faster, hopefully. So the idea behind all this is what we're going to do is we're going to actually head to our dragon dimlet. And that is kind of dangerous, especially on camera, because of, you know, things not liking, you know, there is a real chance that we'll crash. That's basically what it boils down to. But what we can do now is, one, we need to take the key out. Man, I am really having issues today with video settings. Alright. So that's slightly better, but I have no idea what's like killing my frames. It's got to be something on my computer. I did restart my computer between clips, so I don't know. Anyways, attack radius, we can bump that up to 5, and we have 93 attack, which is pretty good. We also have the Draconic Staff of Power. We can come back here and get that. But what we can do now is take the dragons, throw them in here, and head to the dragons. So all this is going to do for us is it's going to allow me to kill dragons a lot easier, hopefully. So you can see them all down there. They like to hang out down there. Now this is a very slow attack speed. I wonder if that's something I can upgrade. Obviously I can upgrade the RF capacity. That is something that would be really nice to do. But I come down here, and you can see how they all kind of hang out down near the bottom. Just gonna turn that down a little bit. And they really can't do much damage to me. But I hit one. And oh, come on. How much better is it to do this? A lot better. So I can kill them pretty quickly. It just takes 2 hits, basically. And I might want to make that 2 hits with an actual swing. That one might have also been weak, but yeah, basically we can kill these guys fairly quickly and not really worry about it. So let's grab that and let's get out of here. So yeah, that is really nice. I'll probably want to upgrade the attack damage even more. So Draconic tier, can we do Chaotic tier? No, Chaotic tier does require Chaos Shards, and we're not quite there yet. So there is a lot of stuff to do, but basically we're going to want to, over time, get a lot of different things upgraded. We're going to want the Staff of Power to be fully upgraded with RF capacity as well, and we'll have to make the key, but I think all of the recipes are exactly the same. They are. So we'll just do a mass upgrading of things. And one of the big things we'll want to do as well is shield capacity and shield recovery for armor. That is useful for all 4 pieces of the armor, which is something we'll have to make at some point as well. And then I don't know if we're going to use the... We'll probably use the bow as well. And so we'll need to fully upgrade that as well. And it only goes up to Draconic tier for some of these. But that's okay. Chaotic tier is a little expensive, but arrow damage and arrow speed are both things that would be good to have. And we'll get everything upgraded to like Draconic tier before we go take on the bad guys, the dragon, the Chaos Dragons. Because we do need to fight not one, but four Chaos Dragons. So that'll be something we'll have to do. It shouldn't be too bad to do, but it is something we will have to do. And we'll need to fill a Draconic battery. That is the other thing that we'll end up doing. What we'll want to make is a flux capacitor. And we'll get the Draconic tier. And this can even be upgraded to higher tiers so they can store a lot more everything. But you get the general idea. So that is something that we're going to kind of work towards moving forward. And for right now, I am going to call this episode here. I'm going to try to finish up the disenchanting thing, and then maybe next time we'll get the rainbow generator started for the first time. Something else that I'll want to do is probably start working on getting the reactor stuff together. So that'll be the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!